What's going on, guys? We are back on No Man's Sky, and in this episode, we're going to be building a base real quick. So you can find the blueprints that you need from either the construction module at your initial base that you set up, or you can come to the anomaly and pick up your base parts from here. I have not picked up the base parts, any base parts yet for this playthrough on what it is I'm building. We're going to use some prefab materials and see if we can just knock out a quick structure real quick. Ooh. Alright, so let's get a hollow door. Access ramp. Okay.
Item received. 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 Item received.
And what I'm doing is I'm just getting some materials to work with,
Item received.
as much as we can at least.
Item received. Item received. Item received. Item received.
Oh,
Item received. 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 Item received.
alright, there we go. We got some stuff to work with. I've got a trick to get some more salvage data, so I'm not really worried about that. Ooh, I don't know what I'm going there for. I can just go up to the teleporter and jump back. Alright, so I don't know what all the materials are needed, so we're just gonna find the materials as we go. I have a decent starting point on materials, but, you know, I don't know what I'm gonna need with the prefab. We're just setting up something basic real quick. Something that can function so I can start transferring the stuff from the starter base over to the new one. And it's a bonus that it's in a pirate system, because that will allow me to move back and forth in the pirate system, smuggling goods or whatever, along with other things. Having a base in a pirate system is a good idea. So Alright, let's see. Really? You can go on somewhere.
Units received.
Okay. Let's see. I apologize in advance. I am picky about base building. Alright, and I do like starting my stuff off the ground, so... Alright, so let's find a decent little flat area. Here's good. Nice. I wonder what that rumbling is. Alright, let's start off with a... I'm gonna need some pure ferrite. Okay.
Technology recharge.
Let's see. Ferrite. And we're going to build this up as we go and as we move forward, but I need something in place that is decent and more permanent. Oh, that's lovely. Such a lovely thing to witness. And we may have to move some stuff back and forth from the original base there that we had set up, so we'll see. That'll save us some time. I mean, if you're not using a base, feel free to break down the parts and materials and use those. Makes sense. Alright, so let's get our round room up there. Nice. And let's see what we need for our hollow door. We got everything we need for the hollow door. Alright, and I want to build an... Well, hang on. We don't want to access ramp. There is a method to the madness. Do I want to access ramp or not? Because I can always build a door on this. Okay, I want to access ramp. Have I built the access ramp? Yes. Not bad. Okay. Now what we need to do Alright, so let's summon the anomaly. We will go back to the previous base and we'll break down a few things so that we can easily bring them over. Because we really don't need that base. The one that we've been calling base 1, we really don't need that anymore right now. We already have a base on the planet. It's got a copper mine on it, so it's not necessary. And it doesn't have to be much to start out with. It just has to be in an area where you can expand your base, and it needs to be functional. So you really want to set up your base early game. I probably waited, to be honest, in this playthrough, I've probably waited too long to put a permanent base in place somewhere. But we already have cash flow, we already have a couple of mines set up, which more is going to be following as we get deeper in this playthrough. I don't plan on putting this game down for a while, so for all the games that I'm juggling, that this will be a staple and a constant for the foreseeable future. So I'm gonna try to keep this video under the hour mark. See how that goes though. All right. Really? By all means, let's move this 5 feet. Would help if I press the right buttons. Once you get a permanent base set up, it's much easier to break this stuff down. I just, at the moment, I don't want to take any chances. Alright, we have removed this particular base from this planet. Not to worry though, we do have some mines, we do have a mine in place, and maybe even a trading outpost on this planet somewhere. I know we at least got one base on this planet. And, let me see if I can find it out. Ooh, I remember now. Took me a minute. In case you're wanting to know the coordinates of this planet, it is in the bottom left-hand corner of that screen there. This is a paradise planet. It's kind of nice. Got some copper and some other stuff on it. Alright, so we're going to go back to our base through the anomaly, and we're going to start setting up a couple of things. We'll make it pretty later. We need it functional first. It doesn't have to be pretty, it's just got to keep the essentials, and later on you'll want to build it up and expand it so you can continue on with the story quests, which is what we're doing now. We're going to have to build like a bunch of terminals inside of our base and pick up all these extra people to work the base. So, and I don't know if I'm going to get to all that today, but we'll see what I'm going to get to within this hour. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's get a few parts built. Go from there.
Life support power.
Okay. We need another door if it'll give it to us. Okay. Nice. We need a landing pad for our base. Alright. Let's move this to over here. There we go. Perfect. Alright. Immediately we need a teleporter. Don't worry, we're going to get everything online. Um, Alright, so let's see here. Let's look at how things are looking right now. And we might change this later, I don't know. I do like to, whenever I'm building bases on the ground, if I'm doing prefab structures, I like to add in as much glass as possible. I just like the look of it. This is gonna get expensive real quick. There is a method to the madness. even if we don't get done with the whole thing today, I will bring you back in the next episode to show you the finished project. We're going to clean this up later on, but right now I do need some power to this. Alright, we need just a little bit of condensed carbon.
Suit power cells depleted. Technology recharge.
Alright. Now, we should get power whenever the sun comes back out. Now, one of the immediate things that we need now that we have the power set up, we need let's look at our stuff. Alright, I want to place... stop. I need a medium refiner. Okay, that's going to take some work. We want an antimatter reactor later on, because we want it to build antimatter so we can go get our freighter. And the freighter is going to be the next thing that we get. And just for the moment, so we can advance the story, we'll be moving this later. We're going to set up our little construction terminal. Alright, let's see. We're definitely going to need our roamer bay. Alright, we can remove this because we got a refiner now. Let's land this on the landing pad so we can get it out of the way. Let's see. We could put this right here for now. That'll be necessary. Alright, let's see. We'll be adding in a biodome a little bit later. See if we can put we can set that there. That'll get rid of the wires. Let's see, what else can we add in? I do need to take some time off of YouTube to unlock some more stuff between this episode and the next one, because I just don't want to bog everything down like that. We can make some of this look a little bit more pretty while we're waiting though. Actually, we don't need the strut shit. Um, I am probably gonna end up having to replace this one at some point. When you first start out, you don't need anything that looks pretty. You need something that is functional. Something that you can add on to, something that you can throw these terminals in, something that you can come back to and refine materials without having to throw down the portable refiner every time. You just need a place that is on a planet that you can work with until you get your freighter. Once you get your freighter, then you can start focusing on that and expanding that. Oh yeah, we did forget the roamer, didn't we? Ooh, that's a little... Okay, this is where the pickiness starts coming in. Not bad, I guess. We're gonna leave it there for now. It's out of the way. I'll probably put it closer to the base later on, but right now, I'm not really that worried about it. How much longer is the night here? Jesus. I need to know if I got enough electricity or not. I do prefer the hollow doors over the regular doors and stuff. That's just me. That looked like a good looking ship. There is one more thing I want to do before we end this. We did start a small base. That was the goal. There we go. And if you find yourself failing in power, just add a couple more solar panels. For every 2 solar panels you add, you need 1 battery. That's the ratio. So if you're lacking power, just go ahead and add 2 solar panels and 1 battery, and just go from there. If you find yourself not having enough power. Lastly, just to advance the story just a hair, I do want to go to the space station and advance the story just a hair on that, and then we're going to call that it for this episode. And I'll work on the base over on Twitch, and in the next episode of the YouTube stuff, I'll show you the final product. Kind of OCD about base building, but you get the gist of what you need to do. So, and that's the idea. There is a construction helper guy that there is a dude here. I think this is him. I like the way this one looks. He looks cool. Alright, so let's go back to our base real quick and see him in there, and then that's what we'll stop this episode. Nice. Looks like we still got enough power for now. There's our little dude. Alright, so he's asking for chromatic metal. Is it really gonna make me... I don't even know how much chromatic metal dude's wanting. But this will let you build the science terminal. So we're slowly starting to inch the story in the right direction. And these guys can unlock more blueprints and stuff for you. Alright, guys. So that's going to wrap us up for this episode. We've got our starter base up. You can expect to see this improved upon in the future to make it look like a nice little habitable base. If you're on Twitch, make sure you hit that follow, that subscribe. Make sure if you're on YouTube, you hit that subscribe, like, comment, share. All that stuff sort of helps me out. And, make sure you leave comments. And y'all have a good day. I'll see you on the next one. Bye, Emma.